The NBA has punished both the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat for allegedly tampering in free agency of last year. After a 4-month-long investigation, the NBA has officially punished the Chicago Bulls and Miami Heat with a forfeiture of their second-round draft picks because of premature discussions in free agency with guards Lonzo Ball and Kyle Lowry, respectively, for the Bulls and the Heat. Lonzo, of course, went to the Bulls, and Kyle Lowry eventually signed with the Heat. Chicago and Miami will also lose their next available second-round draft pick, and it was also ruled that both teams did cooperate fully with the investigation, and that is why this is such a lenient penalty. So let's talk about it here. And look, the Heat and the Bulls, they both released a statement. The Heat said, very short, by the way, while we disagree, we accept the league's decision. Bulls said, we are glad that this process is concluded and look forward to the rest of our season. Neither of these teams are sweating it, and it's for a reason, and that reason is this did nothing to deter them from doing it in the future. It's below a slap on the wrist. It's a wave of the finger, comparatively. A second-round draft pick, yeah, you only get 2, but that outside of that first one, a lot of teams, especially these two teams, the way they're set up, they're not gonna be, hungry. They're not going to be, missing that second-round draft pick. The Bulls especially, their starting 5 is arguably one of the best in professional basketball. So they're not going to be sweating this punishment. And this is not something like these two teams obviously tampered. It was found that they obviously tampered. And we were always wondering, what was the penalty going to be? What was the penalty for a team tampering? We always hear the term tampering. Oh, you can't do this. LeBron can't talk to this player. It's going to be tampering or whatever. We finally found out what happened, and apparently nothing. The league put such an emphasis on not tampering. We finally found out what they would do, or in this case, wouldn't do, which is put their foot down on it. And we find out how much they really care, and I think it's everyone knows. Tampering is like one of those unsaid things. Everyone does it. You're telling me players don't know or have discussions with teams or other players about where they're going to go? Come on. No one's that naive. Not even the NBA is that naive. They know players do that. The only reason it's there is to put up a veil of respectability. That's it. Outside of that, players talk to each other all the time. There's a reason KD and Kyrie got together, and it wasn't because they finally figured it out when they both were free agents. Oh, man, we should play together. No. It's been years in the making. You think D. Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh got together like that in free agency and it came together that quickly? No. Players talk to each other. Teams talk to each other. If you think that agents don't contact teams in some way about players' interests, or teams don't contact agents or players to gauge players' interests, dead wrong. You are dead wrong. And it also comes to the question of, can you stop tampering? And I think this really shows that you can't. You can't, because you're never going to know every single conversation that a team, a player, or an agent has at all every time. That's never gonna be the case. There are things you can do to mitigate it. There are things like teams can't fly out players, right? When they're playing for other teams to talk about free agency or talk about a contract. Obviously, no one's stupid enough to do that. But you really can't stop it. And the NBA really showed how serious this is. It's a non-serious issue. A second-round draft pick? Are you kidding me? You think that's going to stop the Bulls from doing this? The Bulls literally said, cool, this distraction, this thing is done. It's like they went to detention for like 15 minutes. All right, cool, I'm out. What's up? What's next? They got written a referral to the office. Cool, what's next? Okay, are we done? All right. Cool, we're out. That's literally what happened. It's the dumbest thing ever. A second-round draft pick? Are you kidding me? Like, didn't even fine anyone. Didn't even like suspect. Like, they don't care, and that's fine. Like, I think tampering is like one of the like. It's again one of those things the league can't control, and it's going to be hard for them to try to. I think this is really all you can do because you can't warrant taking away. If you take away a first-round pick, then, I mean, maybe that stops some teams. But you can't really do anything substantial. And even for these teams, like a first-round pick, yeah, it's gonna like hurt them a little bit in development players moving forward. But really want to hurt them, you could, if you really want to hurt them, if you really want to punish teams, go after the salary cap. Go after the salary cap for tampering. Say you lose X amount, $5 million, $10 million, whatever, in salary cap money the next year. That'll scare some teams off when you mess with their budget and when you mess with their money. But I don't think the NBA is in a position to, nor will they actually do that because you can't regulate something that obscure and that personable. You just can't. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.